Jazz here with FreeBirdCustomers.com. We are working on the fan veils, and we have learned so many different moves to do with the fan veils, and it's time to talk about the turns. But there's also lots of different turns you can actually do with fan veils, and they're all like creative in their own way, right? So the basic, absolute basic turn is you're gonna keep your palms up. You see this? My veil is in the front, my thumb is up, and my palms are up. So hopefully that helps you kind of understand what I'm talking about here, right? So we're gonna keep it up like this, and we're gonna turn. And what I want to do here is, before we start turning, I want to direct the turn with one arm. So if you turn into the right, you direct to the right. If you turn to the left, you direct with the left. So I'm going to turn to the left and direct to the left. So this is one turn, where both palms are facing up. As you guys can see, it's very clear here to see the actual fan part of the veils, because they're kind of up. This one is pushing against the wind, you know how this one is pushing against the wind, kind of doing this. So you can't miss the fan part. So basically, you don't really see a lot of the veil part. So that's a very simple turn. For those of you especially who have carpal tunnel issues and they can't actually like twist constantly as they're turning, you know, because it really hurts. They want to keep their palms up or down in one direction, because it helps now, you know, pull on those nerves in the carpal tunnels and in the wrist, and actually create that really sharp pain that you don't like. So that's one simple turn. You see, my palms are up, my fans are up, my thumb is up, and I'm just gonna do a simple basic turn. I know, when I talk about simple basic turn, everybody's like, what do you call it for simple basic turn? Well, I have taught you so many different turns. And when I talk about simple basic turns, a lot of times what it really means is like either a three-step turn, because it's really super easy to learn for beginners, which is like, if I'm going to the left, I'm going left, right, toe, right, toe. So that's like, you know, really basic. Or what I talk about, also when I talk about simple turn, is the tippy toe turn. So you're up on your toes, you're bending your knees a little bit, and then you're kind of just kind of doing this in the same spot. I call that a simple basic turn. So maybe it's not basic for some people, but it really is basic, because you're kind of doing the same motion repetitively, which is up on the toe and just like walking around, not stopping, right? But it's hard when you're like, especially when you're heavy, it's a very hard motion. I totally understand. That's why for the heavy girls, you know, the big girls that have like maybe joint issues or knee issues, I really recommend to do the three-step turn, which basically means that you keep your feet flat and then you kind of do this. Because all you're doing is you're taking steps flat, so that puts a lot of weight on the heel, less on the knee, and then it means also less, you know, pain, you know, because you're going to have a lot of weight and a lot of pain on the knee, and then it just makes you want to give up. So you want to kind of distribute your body weight over the knee and the heel, so you don't feel too much pain. Okay. Let's go back to my video. I know I'm like, oh, what am I talking about? So I was talking about the turns, and the simplest, easiest turns to do when it comes to fan veil work. So I taught you guys, I showed you how to do like a simple, like palms up, where both fans are kind of up, and you kind of see a simple toe turn is what I'm doing right here, right? Okay, basic turns basically with the fan veil. The other thing you can also do is you can do a little twist, a quick twist, and I showed you this in a very separate video. I know we talked about it for a while, where the fan is in the back, palms are up, thumb is up, so it looks like this, right? So you're holding the fan like this. Thumb is up, the rest of my fingers are holding the fan, and then the veil is actually behind my arm, so it looks like this. And then in this other arm, it's the opposite that's happening. Palm is up, thumb is up, and then the fingers are holding the fan to the front. Okay, so this is what's happening in this other arm. So we can do this exact same thing, different way of holding the fan, but then exact same turn. You see that? And it's a tippy toe turn. Okay, you can also make it a three-step turn, you know, like this one. You know, you can add that little quick fun flutter at the end when you point your toes like this with the three-step turn. So that's one way to do it. But a basic really turn is, honestly, when it comes to fan veils, is either keeping both palms down, both thumbs up, and then the fan is in the front, and then doing a tippy-toe turn, okay? Or doing the opposite, which is fan back, thumb up on this side, fan is in the back, palm is up, and then on this side, palm is down, thumb is up, fan is in the front, and then do another tippy-toe turn. Okay, so that's a basic way to turn. Okay, I know when we turn in belly dancing, I've taught you guys how to do the turns. There's a whole different section on our website about how to do the turns. There are like so many freaking turns. I mean, like some of them are like, you know, but you know, there's turns. There's a lot of different ways you can turn, and you can combine some of them with the fan veil or not. I mean, you don't have to. You can probably have like 2 different turns that you know, and then you can still do the fan turn. Or the fan veil work with the turns, but then if you really want to spice it up, then you can watch all the other turns. But I break it down for you guys in those videos. But for right now, I'm just kind of like bringing those turns back and adding into the fan veil, because we kind of get in a little bit more advanced and adding a modern prop to all this stuff. But the big difference is not only in how your footwork happens. I want you to go back to the old videos for now. But for right now, we're really focusing on the thumbs, the palms, the direction of the fan veil, and so on, because that's the most important thing right here. So those are basic ways to move the arms and the wrists and the thumbs and the veils to create basic, simple toe turns for the fan veil dancer. Okay, so I know I went a long way to explain to you something so simple. I'm so sorry if that was the case for you guys, but hopefully you enjoyed it and were able to follow. So I'll see you in the next video for BellyDanceClasses.com. Bye.